Welcome to Across the Ocean from Global Slovakia. This September, support our Kickstarter and pre-order your copy of How Slovaks Settled America. Each week we share powerful sections that bring the Slovak immigrant journey to life. Today's chapter: A New Land, Yet Familiar Trials. Episode 7: New Land, Old Struggles. Arkansas, spring 1897. The prairie did not welcome them, it tested them. Where the flyer had promised land, Anna and Juraj found a sea of 7-foot grass, roots like wire, and wind that never stopped moving. Still, Slovak town sounded like a blessing in a foreign tongue, and they joined 30 families staking a future under God's wide sky. The first nights weren't spent in a house at all, but in a neighbor's barn. Anna stuffed ticking with prairie grass to fashion beds, smoothing the children's hair the way her mother used to, pretending comfort until it became real. When the savings thinned to a handful of coins, the decision no longer felt like a choice. Juraj would return to Pittsburgh to earn, while Anna stayed to break soil, keep the children, and hold the line. Alone again. At dawn, her scythe sweated silver in the light. Long arcs, steady breath, grass falling in waves. The cut hay brought a few dollars now. The cleared ground promised a garden later. Sometimes the wind carried ash from a distant burn, and she remembered the stories. A single spark could roll across the prairie faster than a horse, swallowing fences, barns, even breath. She slept lightly, one ear on the children, one ear on the wind. In the small hours, when fear pressed close, Anna made rules that felt like anchors. Slovak in the home, prayers at dusk, kolache on Sundays, even if the sugar had to stretch. Let America claim the road beyond the gate, she told the children. But here, the old ways endure. Meanwhile in Pennsylvania, Juraj counted shifts like rosary beads. The furnaces were familiar devils now: heat, clang, hunger, sleep. He sent money south whenever he could, picturing the prairie inching from wild to field. Each dollar was a stake in the ground, a post in a fence they didn't yet own. Historical note: the Lattimer Massacre, 1897. That autumn, Pennsylvania's coal country boiled over. Immigrant miners, Slovaks, Poles, Lithuanians, marched for safer conditions and a living wage. Outside the town of Lattimer, a confrontation turned to tragedy when deputies opened fire on unarmed men. Many fell where they stood. News ran like lightning through boarding houses and church basements, across mill towns and prairie kitchens alike. Slovak town, nightfall. Word reached the settlement in pieces. First a name, then a number, then the sick certainty of truth. Women clutched letters from husbands and sons. Men stared into the dark as if listening for footsteps that wouldn't come. Anna felt the paper tremble in her hands before she'd even broken the seal on Juraj's latest note. The wind rose and rattled the barn boards. Jakub and Marienka slept, cheeks flushed and peaceful. Anna set the lamp low, knelt beside the bed of prairie grass, and whispered the only prayer she had breath left to say: Bože, ochranuj. God protect him. Cliffhanger. Morning would bring more news, names, places, and the truth of who had survived. But tonight, all Anna had was the sound of the wind and a single, terrifying question. Is Juraj in danger? Thank you for listening to Across the Ocean by Zuzana Polovic and Gabriela Beregaziova. If Anna's courage and this moment in history moved you, please support our Kickstarter and pre-order How Slovaks Settled America today. Your pledge helps bring this novel to life and honors the families who risked everything for a future they could not yet see. Find the link in the show notes or visit globalslovakia.com. Until next time, may we keep faith when the wind rises.